and gentlemen, thank you very much for returning to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for always viewing all my videos and the video clips that I always give you. As I told you, we are doing one thing, and that is grooming our next generation. If we don't mind about the children that we are raising right now, the world will groom them for us, and in the most hard way possible. So what we need to do, we should try to watch all my other videos and see the little clips that I've been giving you one by one. Let us apply them and put them into consideration. Today I'm here to talk something little about our stages in our children's lives. One thing that you should know is to study your child and the stage where he is, such that when the child does a mistake or something big or something you will not be alarmed, you will not be frightened, you will not do something that is extraordinary from that. So the first stage is the stage of a child when the child is still in the mother's womb. That is a human life. It is a human being inside the mother's womb. So that means that this child is human, and the Lord has created that child into your womb for a purpose and for a reason. What do I need to do? How do I need to behave towards this toddler, this fetus that is in my womb? First of all, I should always confess positively. Like I told you, positive parenting is not only for children who are already alive and those children whom you are seeing. It starts from the mother's womb. You positively confess about your child when your child is still in the womb. Talk to the child, pray for the child, prophesy upon that child, and talk good upon that child. Say this child is going to be beautiful, he's going to be handsome, he's going to be bright, he's going to be intelligent. Don't accept any negativity even when you're pregnant. By doing that, you are grooming your child from the mother's womb. Second stage is when the child is still breastfeeding. I would like to encourage you, my fellow mothers, to always learn to breastfeed your child. It is such a pleasure. Not everyone gets it. So when you have the chance and opportunity of giving birth to a child, try to breastfeed as much as you can. At least 2 years. Let the child breastfeed for 2 years, and then after the 2 years, you can begin doing your work and your other activities. You can feed the child with other things as well as breastfeeding after 6 months. This child will be healthy, the child will be bright, the child will be intelligent, and will be immune, because that breast milk is very important to your child. I encourage you, my fellow mother, to continue breastfeeding your child. Another stage is the blunt. By the way, I told you that all these stages are very important in a child's life. They are as well very important to the child's development and upbringing. The next stage is after that, when the baby starts to crawl. When the baby is crawling, make sure your eyes are always on the child, because that is a very dangerous stage. A child can crawl up to the road if you're nearby. A child can crawl and find himself burning himself with burning things in the kitchen and pouring things. So you have to put all your eyes on that baby. Make sure you protect our baby, protect our child, so that nothing wrong will happen to the baby. As the baby is crawling and trying out his or her muscles, be the helping mother, be the helping father, be the helping brother. Watch upon that child, pray for the child, protect the child from all harm. Many children get permanent scars during that stage. Another stage is when the child begins now to stand up and is trying to walk. During this time, you should try your level best to encourage and motivate the child to go on, because many children end on the crawling stage and they don't move on to walking. But it is very important as a parent to motivate your baby, and you can even buy them shoes that are singing so that they are motivated to do it more and more. Each level that a child reaches is a very important level in his or her life. So that means that this child needs to be motivated so that they do their activity properly and they carry on their stages of development properly. Another stage of life is a stage when the child now begins to talk. As the child is talking, what is the child listening to? What is the child hearing? Are they hearing negative things? Are they hearing positive things? So right now, I want to encourage you that as this child continues to grow up, try to make sure that this child listens to only positive things. By listening to gospel music, listening to positive things, that child will begin to learn new languages, and these languages that the child is learning will be the ones to help that child develop the vocal language. The child will be audible, the child will learn to talk. Some children don't know how to express themselves. They just cry, they just bang things, they just shout, they bark, simply because they didn't learn how to communicate. Teach your child communication. They shouldn't just cry to get things. Some children just cry in order to get whatever they want. And you as a parent, you're always naive. Whenever you hear the child crying, you give them what they want. That means you are teaching them how to cry, how to be sad, and that is how they will grow up. This is very important as a parent. Learn to teach your child the right way of communication. If a child is crying, call him and say this is not the way they communicate. If you want something, say it out. Say what you want properly. By doing this, you're teaching them to do good reports. You're teaching them to report. You're teaching them to be audible. You're teaching them to be vocal children. And that is very important as children. Let them learn how to communicate what they are feeling, to communicate their feelings. Bring them closer to you. Bring them closer to yourself. Make them your friends. Encourage them to talk out instead of crying. That the child is crying, that means he needs tea. The child is crying, maybe, and you want to figure out what the child is saying. Try to encourage that child, motivate that child to say out what they want exactly from you. By doing that, they will be doing the right thing. You will be molding them. You will be uplifting them. You will be transforming their lives in the name of Jesus. And we shall continue from there and see the rest of the stages of life. And I want to thank you very much for viewing my videos. God bless you so much. I am so grateful and always glad that you come to my channel and view. I love you so much, and God bless you. Bye.